Let's talk building your value proposition. What is a value proposition and why do you even need to worry about it? Well, I'll tell you why. It is not unusual. In fact, I would say half of the entrepreneurs that come to me cannot tell me why a customer should buy their product and not a competitor's. Or they'll say they don't have any competitors. And you almost always do. If you can't say why your product is better than your competition's, how on earth is your consumer supposed to? So that is what today's session is about building your value proposition, which is really just a statement that reflects the fundamental reasons why your product has value. We've got a worksheet here to work through. I've started with a bit of preamble about why it's important. Obviously, first and foremost, it gives you clarity so that whenever you are talking to consumers, be it on social media or adverts or on your website, you know what you're telling them and why. It also helps your customers understand you. It gives you a greater understanding of your customer as well, because what you think is valuable is not necessarily what your customer thinks is valuable. Working through this will help. It gives you a competitive advantage because are you actually more valuable to your consumers than your competitors? If not, you'll be able to figure out a way to make yourself so. If you are, great, you can double down on that. Focus. It helps you maintain your focus on the main goals of your business. Hands up, who here has been offered an opportunity and they're all excited about it and they chase after it and they waste time and money because actually that opportunity doesn't ladder up to your main goal. This helps, along with a plan on a page, which if you haven't done, you need to get doing. And one final piece that's really critical. As mission-driven entrepreneurs or as someone who is trying to solve a problem with our business, we often get caught up in the idea that people should buy our product because it's good for the environment, but that is not how the vast majority of people buy stuff. People say they will shop with sustainability or ethics in mind, but we don't. It is a sad reality that our behavior does not match what we talk about. Until that changes, we need to start ensuring that our mission is important, but we also understand why our consumers are actually buying our product. So to use an example, people aren't buying Etique bars because they're environmentally friendly. Some of them are. Most people are buying Etique bars because they want a shampoo that works, or it's that simple. So first things first. So what do your customers want? I don't mean they want a nice shampoo that smells nice. I'm talking about their goals. What are they working towards? So I've used Business But Better as examples throughout this. So Business But Better members, just like you, want to know what their next step in business is. They want to grow a sustainable, profitable, kind enterprise that will go and solve problems. What do your customers want to do? What are their goals? Once you've gone through that, what has stopped them from achieving it? So commonly called roadblocks or challenges, however you want to word it. What has stopped them from getting there? So Business But Better members often don't have time to read through the absolute plethora of information online that's often dubious in origin and often sold by people who have never done what they are trying to do. So can you trust it? What has stopped your customers? Next question. How does your business solve that problem for them? This is simply noting down what it is your business does, really. So you can learn information that's critical to your business success in bite-sized pieces. It's available for you wherever you are, and you'll get access to a community of people who have done it before, are on the same journey as you, from someone who's got a proven track record. So I've really just listed some of the differences, some of the points about Business But Better, along with what it is that people are wanting. I've tried to make it a little bit easier because some people find this a little bit difficult. So I've tried to make it formulaic. So here we've got some gaps where you insert your audience, what your product is, and the benefits. So your brand helps your audience who are struggling with the problem or the roadblock, if you like, to get the benefits of your product by your product and service, ultimately leading to the ultimate goal. That's a little confusing how I've read it out that way. So go and have a read through this worksheet and you'll understand a bit better. But long story short, Business But Better helps ethical businesses with big ambitions to scale, but who don't know what to do next, access tailored information about how to secure investment, get on shelves, and expand internationally through our education hub and our group mentoring sessions, so they know exactly how to grow their business and take meaningful action. Now that is a pretty slick paragraph, if I do so myself. It tells you exactly what Business But Better does, who's it for, and what you'll get out of it. And that is a value proposition. So now let's work through a little bit of your competitor landscape. If you've already done the competitor analysis module, great, this will be helpful. If you haven't, you can still do this. So who are your direct competitors? And for this example, I always use Etique. So we have direct and indirect competitors. Direct competitors are those who are doing the same thing as us. There are all the other shampoo bar companies out there. Indirect are all those who sell a product to get hair clean, whether it's shampoo or whether it's a cleansing conditioner. They are all competitors to us. So list both your direct and your indirect. Now, after you've done that and spend some time on that, make sure you get a good understanding of other people out there and the markets that you're in. What are the unique features, not benefits, of your product? So by features, not benefits, I mean group mentoring is a feature of Business But Better. It's not a benefit. The benefit is that you get to go and hang out with a whole bunch of people who are trying to do the same thing as you and learn from them, right? But the feature itself is the group mentoring. The next question is going to talk about the features. So to use the same example, by participating in the group mentoring session, which is the feature, the benefit to the consumer is they will learn from other people trying to do a similar thing. So note down your features, then your benefits. And then the final bit is what is the outcome they get from that benefit. So the outcome is obviously a little bit longer term. The outcome from those group mentoring sessions is, of course, they will learn, grow, and be able to know what the next step in building their mission-driven business is. So you see how those three things are quite distinct. Businesses often sell features to consumers. Consumers don't want features. They want benefits and outcomes, particularly outcomes. So bear that in mind. Now, put them in order of importance for your customer. This one's an interesting one. This is our last exercise for the day because I think it's going to give you a good grounding. Can you rank them in order of importance to your customer? Now, the first thing you're going to do is rank them in importance to you. Now, that isn't necessarily the same thing. And this one can be a little bit tricky because how on earth do you know what your customer wants if you don't already have customers? So all you can do is your best guess. Have a think about what it is that people are looking for, what they say when they come to you about these things. Put your best guess forward. But this is something you should validate. So if you have consumers, ask them. I am a big fan of customer surveys, as you're aware. So send out a survey, ask people on social media. If you have existing customers or an existing fan base, it's perfect. You need to ask them this question because this is how you put your messaging in order. If you go and have a look at the homepage of Business But Better, you will see that I have actually listed 4 features. They are in order of importance to the customer. They start with the fact that someone's done it before because that is the most important thing for Business But Better members because you are learning from someone who's got more than just the theory online, you've got experience. The next thing you've got is the hub, which is all the information. Obviously, you're in the hub right now. That's what the hub is because that's the second most important thing. The next one is the live group calls and the active community because that is where the learning comes in as a community. 4th is the quarterly one-on-one sessions that you get as part of the mentoring package. And 5 is the fact that there are new lessons every fortnight. So you know that it's always up to date. That is the feature hierarchy for Business But Better. And I know that that is what people consider most important because I've asked people. And yes, obviously everybody were different. So people who are saying, oh, but I actually value this more. Yes, obviously everyone's going to have a slight difference of opinion. That's overall how people rank them. And that is how you start building a value prop. At the end of this worksheet, you should have a really good understanding of what features people care about and how you can talk about your product or service in an easy way.